Oh, hello, my little turkeys. So, if you're wondering, Lauren, where have you been? Well, let me tell you. That, and also I've had a lot of work that I've had to accomplish, which makes me feel behind on all the update things, which makes me feel like I don't know what I should or should not be posting, and is the only thing I have to offer this.
Hi there.
And so on that note, today, we're gonna be doing this. I'm gonna be sharing with you 3 easy little speed builds for all the gazebos, etc. So yes, all the time codes will be below if you have a specific thing you care about. But other than that, let's just go ahead and get started with the trash fire that is my life. So to start, you are just going to want a 5x5 area that you are going to go ahead and just block out with the water tile. Then in the center, not there, you dumb slut. Anyway, so in the center, you are going to pop whatever tile you want down. I have chosen this one. It'll be down below. Fang approves. Then I may have got ahead of myself and popped a flower down, which you could do, but we're not done terraforming yet. So if you'd like to do things in order, I find once you have your like 3x3 tiles down where the gazebo thing is going to go, it then makes it easier to kind of curve out both the edges of the water, as you can see here. Then you could go in and pop some bushes, maybe some flowers down. I have gone with kind of like a purple and yellow theme just because that's what matches the gazebo thing that I have. So now that this bear that you love but is a dum-dum is directly in your way, you can go ahead and add a couple more water tiles to the side here just to start kind of curving out where this path is going to go. Then once your bear has finally moved, you can go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. So you can see I have 2 water tiles which I've then smoothed out, if that makes any sense, which I'm going to kind of have come in from both the left and the right side. Then just because I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and lay down the custom path that is going to run through the center. So I've just picked this like beautiful little stone path, which again will also be down below, but you could very easily like do the same thing that I'm doing with different paths and just adjust it to whatever your current island is, and slam bam, thank you ma'am, call me a mother. Anyway, so I'm now going to make this whole river water area just like a little thicker. You know, we appreciate a thick familia here in this YouTube channel. I don't know who I am or who you are or why any of us are floating on this rock. But as you can see, I am just going to go around and kind of just like sporadically make this a little bit thicker. Don't overthink it, friends, or just take a screenshot and or slow this down and do the exact same thing. So anyways, on either side here, I'm going to add a paper lantern in front of the gazebo because look at how cute. All right, so now it is time to just add a bunch of stuff around this whole area. I kind of had a vision of just like taking a lot of the stone and like lantern-esque things and just dumping a ton of them everywhere, which is going to be the theme of this entire video. So as you can see, I have a couple lanterns that I am just like mixing and placing around here, and I have these dogs that I'm going to put behind. Again, you can place this exactly how I have it or adjust to whatever you want to do, but I am also just going to add a couple more garden rocks around here just to get like a decent idea of some of the furniture that's been placed. Underneath these 2, I have added some custom paths of just like little flowery bits or leaf bits just to add some textures underneath, but I am now going to move on to trees. And I like doing it in sections like this just so you can kind of start getting an idea of just like the shapes of things and how things are looking.
I love the
kind of woman that will actually just kill me.
So once that's done, I'm also going to add some bushes all around here, including at the back, and I'm just going to pop a little hedge down. And then I'm pretty much just going to finish this off with a ton of flowers. So like I said, I am going with like kind of black, purple, and yellow, and I do think kind of picking a color scheme helps, but follow your hearts, dudes. I am literally speaking into the void right now. Once the flowers are down, I'm also going to add some like, I don't know, I love an intentional grass. You know what I mean? Like, let's put a weed down, but it was intentional. An intentional weed. Yes, that's what we're going for. I love an intentional weed. Anyways, I also really love this glowing moss. Basically, just like fill this out. Start with furniture, pop some trees down, stick some shrubbery, flowers, weeds, and moss, and my friends. Bam. I do always kind of find once I have like 90% of things down, I will just go back in and kind of like do some finishing touches. So I've added a couple little tiny garden rocks and of course a speaker over here that I like to hide behind the trees. So you're like, where is the music coming from? And by that I mean no one other than me has ever thought that, but I don't know. Welcome to just being so original and crazy. Anyways, so anyways, that is pretty much it for this speed build. Yes, there's a reason why I'm calling it a speed build and not a tutorial, and that's because I'm dumb. Anyway, Bear. Oh, I wondered where you went. And it was just to fully take a nap, of course. Anyways, okay, so moving on to our second gazebo type thing that we are going to be making today. This one I wanted to kind of create with like a little swamp vibe, so I am starting this in just like a decent amount of land. Like, you don't need a huge space for this. I think this is something that you can really easily incorporate into areas that you already have, river or no river. But as you see, I do have one kind of running around like 3 out of the 4 edges, if that makes sense. So once you've picked where you're gonna place this, I like to start by, again, just placing a 3x3 area down with a custom path. So again, this one will be down below if you would like to use the same one, but I've seen a lot of really cool paths that people have been using under the gazebos or pergolas, as is in this case. So again, I then want to go ahead and just place a couple more custom paths down just for some texture, as we're going to be placing a bench on top of here. Again, you could change the bench. I'm using the iron one, but like, follow your hearts, children. And then with the same stone path as I was just using, I'm just gonna kind of like come up with like a loose little curved path towards here that hopefully will encourage villagers to go through my swamp and hang out. So once you have those down, I'm just gonna finish furniture off with just a couple of these lanterns. I love them very much, and I think it's a very cute little look at night with them going. So I'm gonna place 3 of these with 1 tile in between them, and then from here just dump a ton of flowers down. Like, that is the vibe. So I'm going to start by popping a flower down between each of the little lanterns, maybe fling a bush around, and then I wanted to place this like premature bamboo tree down, which I did already grow to this height, and then I just stopped it by planting a fruit tree behind it. Then I'm placing a full-grown one on the other side, just so again there's some like height variance between things, along with a cedar tree, because this green, it matches the vibe, you know. And then I'm going to go to town with these glowing moss because I love them. And they're so quaint, and they make me happy. And I understand there's a lot of things in the update that I'm not talking about, and I'm just here talking about moss, but this is who I am. Okay, so I'm just gonna dump all of these little hyacinths around. I chose pink and white because like they just match the pergola so well. Like they are one in my book. And then just to add a little spice, a little variance, I do have the green mums because they're the only green flower I know. Look at that.
We pray for blessings from above to fill their lives.
A terry nightcloth, just what I wanted. Anyway, literally, like, I've just dumped flowers everywhere. Place a bamboo tree down, a couple bushes. You got it, friends. This is it. This is the whole thing. I don't know why you're watching either. All right, anyways, we're gonna go to our last and final little speed build today. And this one I am actually going to use as an entrance, and you could as well, or you could put it wherever you want. But as that is what I'm doing, right in front of resident services here, I'm just gonna add 2 little cedar trees right in front of where the doors are, just with like one tile over, if that makes any sense. And then over here, oh hey, looky.
I have to give you some bad news.
What?
Are you in a space, an emotional space to handle some pretty heavy?
Yes.
Over here, I am going to do a light terraform and just make a little 3x3 space and then go around and curve all of the edges. Then we're gonna add this little vine because I love them. And then right in front, just create a little river, which will connect to all the water that I already have going on here. Then I'm just gonna add some flowers and this beautiful statue because I'm up here and we can't get down. Okay, anyways, now that we're done just struggle busing through life, I am going to lay this path down, which if you are doing something similar to this, basically all that we're really going for is you could use any version of the path that you want, but we're just making kind of like a giant circle. And then from that circle, there will be a second path, which for me anyway, is going to the airport. This again could go to wherever you want. You could have multiple little paths that come off of it, which you can see I'm kind of doing over to this bridge on the left side, but just make like a big old circle and you'll see what I'm saying. Really the only important thing is to make sure that it again can be a 3x3 area. I am using the wooden path for this because I like the sound that it makes, but over top of it, I am also going to be adding this custom path that I found, which I've used in like a garden area, but I don't know, I thought it would look cute under this little white gazebo-esque thing that we're gonna place down. So anyways, before we get ahead of ourselves, as usual, I am going to sort of just sprinkle around some fall-esque leaves on the ground so that on either side of the resident service entrance here, I can add these round street lights because I love them. So on the left side, I am going to be popping down this round topiary. I'm also going to throw down a bush and this turkey stand that I'm going to put some candles on. Then over here on the opposite side, I'm going to be doing basically the same concept, just like slightly different. So we got some variants. So I'm going to have a bush, another one of these candles on a turkey stick or whatever I'm trying to say here. And we're going with the other topiary because I'm clever. So anyways, moving down now, I am just going to add a couple more paths, a little bit of flower, a little bit of nature with this bush, and look at my gazebo. I only have these aren't customizable, right? I swear I went to customize these and was like, oh, nope. Green is what we have, I guess. So anyways, I am just going to continue now sprinkling some more flowers around, maybe toss in I don't know, a couple more furniture things. I like this topiary, but I think it's a little too big. So actually we're just gonna go ahead and change this out. So excuse what I said earlier. Don't mind me putting this down here. But yeah, this is pretty much it. I've literally just taken all of the white things that I could find. So I have a bird bath, a bird house, a bunch of white flowers that I am all just mixing together. But I think this is a cute little area that you could pop into the middle of your island as just hey, here's a pretty little park with a gazebo, or you could use it as an entrance, kind of like I did. So I'm gonna finish this off with a little Valiant statue over here. And that, my friends, is everything. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know what your favorite thing in the update is, because truly, I don't know nothing about nothing. Hopefully you enjoyed. If not, don't worry, you'll never hear from me again. Okay, bye.